So you have learned that in Python programming language, we have two types of numbers. Integers, which are whole numbers like 10, they don't have a decimal point. And floating point numbers, or floats, which are numbers with a decimal point. Now, in this tutorial, we're going to look at the arithmetic operations supported in Python language. These are the same arithmetic operations that we have in math. We can add numbers, multiply them, and so on. So let's look at a few examples. We can print 10 plus 3. So this is the addition operator. We also have subtraction. We have multiplication. We have two kinds of division. Here's one with a forward slash. Let's run this program and see what we get. We get a floating point number. But we also have another division operator for getting an integer. So if we add another slash here and run this program, we get an integer. We have another operator called modulus, which is a percent sign, and this returns the remainder of the division. So when we run this program, we should get 1. There you go. And one last operator we have here is exponent, which is the power. So that is indicated with 2 asterisks, and this will return 10 to the power of 3. So let's run this program, we get 1,000. So these are the arithmetic operators in Python programming language. Now for all these operators that you learned, we have an augmented assignment operator. That is very useful. Let me show you. So let's say we have a variable called x. We set it to 10. Now we want to increment this by 3. We'll have to write code like this. X, we set this to x plus 3. So Python interpreter will add 10 to 3. The result is 13, and then it gets stored into x again. So when we print x, we should see 13. There you go. So this is how we can increment a number, right? Now, augmented assignment operator is a way to write the same code, but in a shorter form. This is how it works. We type x plus equals 3. What we have on line 3 is exactly like what we have on line 2. So this is what we call the augmented assignment operator. We have augmented or enhanced the assignment operator. Now in this particular case, we are incrementing a number using the augmented assignment operator, but we can also subtract or multiply a number by a given value. For example, let's delete what we have on line 2. We can type subtract equal 3. So here we are subtracting 3 from x. When we run this program, we should see 7. There you go. Now let me ask you a question. I'm going to clear all this code here. Define x and set it to 10 plus 3 times 2. What do you think is the result of this expression? This is a very basic math question that unfortunately a lot of people fail to answer. The answer is 16. Because in math we have this concept called operator precedence, which means the order of operations. So the multiplication operator has a higher precedence, so it's applied first, which means 3 by 2 is executed first, the result is 6, and then it's added to 10. That is why x should be 16 after we run this code. Let's verify that. So print x, run the program, x is 16. So this is what we call operator precedence. It's just a basic math concept. It's not about Python programming language. So all the other programming languages behave the same way. So here's the order. First we have the exponentiation, which is the power, like 2 to the power of 3. Then we have multiplication or division. And finally we have addition or subtraction. This is the order of operations. Let me show you another example. Here I'm going to add the exponentiation operator. So 2 to the power of 2. Once again, what do you think is the result of this expression? Pause the video and think about it for a few seconds. The answer is 22. Because the exponentiation operator takes precedence, so first 2 to the power of 2 is executed, the result is 4. Then 4 is multiplied by 3, that is 12. And finally 12 is added to 10. So x should be 22. So let's run this program and verify this. So I'm going to delete these lines here, run the program. There you go. X is 22. Now let me bring back these rules here We can also use parentheses to change the order of operations. So if we have parentheses, it always takes priority. In this case, we can add parentheses around 10 plus 3. So this piece of code will be executed first. The result is 13. Then the exponentiation operator will be executed. So 2 to the power of 2 is 4. And finally, 4 is multiplied by 13. Now here's a little exercise for you. I'm going to set x to parentheses 2 plus 3 times 10 minus 3. What is the result of this? Pause the video and think about it for a few seconds. So you learn that parentheses always overrides the order. So this piece of code is executed first. The result is 5. Then between the multiplication and subtraction, you know that multiplication takes precedence. So next, 5 will be multiplied by 10. The result is 50. And finally, we have the subtraction. So 50 minus 3 will be 47. Let's verify this. Print x, run the program. There you go. I hope you guessed it right. So this is all about operator precedence. It's a very important topic, and I see it quite often in Python tests. So if you're preparing for a Python test, make sure to watch this tutorial one more time.